Section 40.307. What is the SAP's function in prescribing the employee's follow-up tests? 40.307A. As an SAP, for each employee who has committed a drug or alcohol regulation violation and who seeks to resume performance of safety-sensitive functions, you must establish a written follow-up testing plan. You do not establish this plan until after you determine that the employee has successfully complied with your recommendations for education and/or treatment. 40.307B. You must present a copy of this plan directly to the DER. See Section 40.311D9. 40.307C. You are the sole determiner of the number and frequency of follow-up tests and whether these tests will be for drug, alcohol, or both, unless otherwise directed by the appropriate DOT agency regulation. For example, if the employee had a positive drug test, but your evaluation or the treatment program professionals determined that the employee also had an alcohol problem as well, you should require that the employee have follow-up tests for both drugs and alcohol. 40.307D. However, you must, at a minimum, direct that the employee be subject to 6 unannounced follow-up tests in the first 12 months of safety-sensitive duty following the employee's return to safety-sensitive functions. 40.307D1. You may require a greater number of follow-up tests during the first 12-month period of safety-sensitive duty. E.g., you may require 1 test a month during the 12-month period, you may require 2 tests per month during the first 6-month period, and 1 test per month during the final 6-month period. 40.307D2. You may also require follow-up tests during the 48 months of safety-sensitive duty following this first 12-month period. 40.307D3. You are not to establish the actual date for the follow-up tests you prescribe. The decision on specific dates to test is the employer's. 40.307D4. As the employer, you must not impose additional testing requirements, e.g., under company authority, on the employee that go beyond the SAP's follow-up testing plan. 40.307E. The requirements of the SAP's follow-up testing plan follow the employee to subsequent employers or through breaks in service. Example 1 to paragraph E. The employee returns to duty with employer A. 2 months afterwards, after completing the first 2 of 6 follow-up tests required by the SAP's plan, the employee quits his job with employer A and begins to work in a similar position with employer B. The employee remains obligated to complete the 4 additional tests during the next 10 months of safety-sensitive duty, and employer B is responsible for ensuring that the employee does so. Employer B learns of this obligation through the inquiry it makes under Section 40.25. Example 2 to paragraph E. The employee returns to duty with employer A. 3 months later, after the employee completes the first 2 of 6 follow-up tests required by the SAP's plan, employer A lays the employee off for economic or seasonal employment reasons. 4 months later, employer A recalls the employee. Employer A must ensure that the employee completes the remaining 4 follow-up tests during the next 9 months. 40.307F. As the SAP, you may modify the determinations you have made concerning follow-up tests. For example, even if you recommended follow-up testing beyond the first 12 months, you could terminate the testing requirement at any time after the first year of testing. You must not, however, modify the requirement that the employee take at least 6 follow-up tests within the first 12 months after returning to the performance of safety-sensitive functions.